The poor black woman arrived at the mansion. She carried only a small, worn-out bag and a hopeful heart. She had lost her husband to illness and came searching for work to feed her little boy back home. Her hands were tired, her clothes faded, but her spirit was gentle and full of love. The family watched her from the doorway. The grandmother's eyes narrowed. "She's too dark," she muttered. "Darkness brings bad luck." They hired her anyway, not out of kindness, but desperation. From her first day, she felt the weight of their eyes. The cook would stop talking when she entered. The wife avoided her as though her skin carried disease. But the baby, sweet little Lily, reached out to her, giggling whenever she sang. The poor black woman thought love could melt their hatred. She rocked the baby to sleep each night, whispering soft lullabies about hope and heaven. Then, one evening, the baby felt ill. The grandmother's voice trembled with anger. "It's her!" she screamed. "She cursed the child." The wife's palm struck the woman's cheek before she could speak. "Don't talk back. You'll clean until morning." That night, the poor black woman scrubbed floors until her knees bled. They gave her no dinner, no bed, just a corner on the cold kitchen floor. Still, when dawn came, she stood and smiled through her pain. She sang to the baby again, because love was all she had left. Days later, the wife's pearl necklace went missing. They didn't hesitate. They tore through her things, spilling her few clothes across the floor. Inside her apron, they found the necklace. She gasped, shaking her head. "I swear, I didn't!" But no one listened. The wife's voice was cold. "I told you, bad luck always finds its way in." They pushed her out that night, under the pouring rain. Her shoes fell apart on the gravel road. Behind her, she heard the baby crying, reaching for her, but the door slammed shut. That night, she sat under a tree, drenched and shivering. Yet, she whispered a prayer, not for revenge, but for the baby who would one day grow up. Years later, that same baby, now a woman, found an old photograph in a box. A dark-skinned woman holding her as a child, smiling softly despite her worn dress. She didn't remember her face, but she felt something deep and warm, a love that time and cruelty could never erase. The poor black woman was gone, but her kindness remained like a quiet light that even hate could not put out. Like and subscribe for more stories.